Welcome back to Donington Park. It's round 12 of the Ginetta Challenge, and conditions are considerably better, at least in the air, than they were for the first race. Track still very damp though, and that might yet throw up problems. Well, Mike Robinson again starting on pole position from Thiago Calvé, so the same front row as race one, same row two, but Mark Davis is third ahead of Sean Heighton in the black car, fourth. Their positions reversed from race one. Clive Richards and William Burns again start on row three, and our G20 pole sitter once more, Gary Sims. Away we go then, and everybody in the G40s, I think, starting on slick tyres. And of course the G20s on treaded road tyres. There are wipers on. The battle for the lead. Mike Robinson defending from Thiago Calvé. Very good start from Gary Sims in the lead G20. Whoa! Very sideways. Lee Mole, who was off at the first corner in race one. But this time it's Mike Robinson, the pole man, who's gone off. And down the hill there's a few more as well. Very slippery indeed in Redgate and through Hollywood. And if you touch the grass, that will be like sheet ice. Clive Richards, blue car right at the back, as some of the recovering spinners from the first corner now make their way down the hill. Well, very dramatic stuff. Big spin on the opening lap for Paul Latimer last time, and this. On board now is Sean Heighton, and this is the Leeds trio. Our leader is Gary Sims in that open blue G20. What a start he's had, and you can see why, can't you? And what's worse, for the G40 runners on slicks, there are Leaden Skies in front, and Dominic Pettit, the yellow G20, is already up to fourth place. He was 14th on the grid. We've not even got to the Melbourne Loop. Here is the battle for the lead then. Mark Davis with the roof, Gary Sims without. Third place, the black car, Sean Heighton, then Dominic Pettit. Blue car there of Thiago Calvé, he's a long way down the order. We're with Sean Heighton out of Hollywood. Calvé on the left-hand side comes across, but he loops into a spin as Heighton gets out of the throttle to avoid him. And at that stage, Mark Davis leading down the hill, but straight by goes Gary Sims. The treaded tyres on the G20s giving him grip. Calvé and the others there showing they have none, and Calvé held it well on the grass to rejoin just outside the top 20. Well, lots of drama. Sean Heighton, the black car, now piling the pressure on. Dominic Pettit in the yellow machine. Don't forget he was the G20 winner in our first race. But Gary Sims in the blue car is long gone. Neil Delagi, one of only two non-finishers in the wet first race, facing the wrong way and recovering. And let's see what happens down at the Melbourne hairpin. Well, he got late on the brakes, and it's here where he picks up the throttle. Can you see where it happened? Exactly the moment he picked up the throttle, you could see the car starting to spin. Well, here then is the battle for second place. The black machine of Sean Heighton is in second. The yellow car, Dominic Pettit, in third. Mark Davis, the blue car with the silver stripe, he's in fourth position. And don't forget, Davis took the championship lead away from Sean Heighton in the last race. Heighton now scoring more than Davis in this one. And if Sean Heighton can somehow hold them up and allow more G20s to get in front of Mark Davis, then that will help him with his championship battle. At the moment, Gary Sims romping away out front. He's shaken this trio off, and as they squabble, they'll slow each other up because they can't take the ideal racing line. Mark Davis to the inside at Redgate, over the curbs is the yellow car of Dominic Pettit, and he manages to find traction out there somehow. Normally in wet conditions you stay off the curbs, but it tends to be a little less slippery when it's touch and go in terms of conditions. Dominic Pettit hanging on. The white car with the red stripe, number 6, that's our G20 points leader coming in here. Stuart Pearson, just a little off form in these slippery conditions, but still going to score well. That will only serve to close the championship up. The top 3 looking very competitive. All have won races, as is the case in the G40 class this season. Gary Sims romping away out front, and at the moment Sean Heighton hanging on to second place, still from Dominic Pettit. And there in 5th place, Stuart Pearson. Mark Davis, the blue and silver G40. really do with just a little boost of speed here. Former champion, lagging in the battle for second place. Sean Heighton just in front of the yellow G20 of Dominic Pettit. Oh, and Mark Davies, big mistake there, and I think he's going to fall foul at the moment of Stuart Pearson, who got a nice clean run through Fogarty's S's. And for second place here, Dominic Pettit up the inside. Again with road tyres as opposed to slicks. He's finding a little more grip there under braking. Once more, the windscreen on Sean Heighton's car shows why. Those leaden skies, it's starting to sprinkle once more. That means that the slicks are finding it harder to get grip on the track. Here's our race leader, Gary Sims. Gary Sims going strongly in the G20s, won the opening 3 races of the season, but hasn't won again since the first race at Brands, and so this might be long overdue. Dominic Pettit won the opener at Brands on the Grand Prix circuit, and then 4 in a row, including the last one here, race 1 at Donington. At the moment, looks like he's not going to catch Gary Sims, so it's all about Sims keeping it on the island at the moment. Pettit in second place, Sean Heighton coming down the hill in third. Well, here's Gary Sims at the start, and he was most impressive in the getaway. Car alongside him was rolling a little. He gets through, but look at the gap. It's not quite a G20 wide. You can see he's popped the bonnet loose, contact with 2 G40s there, and he just drives around the outside. Now, what happens to our poleman, Robinson? Oh, he just loops it around. Everybody else checks up behind, and then Calve spins across the outside of Sean Heighton's car as well. Sims sees the gap and goes through. Some great thinking racing, and wasn't worried about having Sean Heighton on the outside down through the Craner curves either. Well, that put him into second, but this pass of the inside of McLean's, using all the grip that he could find from his treaded road tyres, that put him into a lead he has not given up. Graham Johnson in the pits, left front puncture. Looks like it's done some damage there as well. Oh, that's a great move. Mark Davies goes by Sean Heighton and Dominic Pettit on the back straight. So this is now Mark Davies in second place, and down the inside of Sean Heighton again comes Dominic Pettit, runs into the back of Davies, who spins. Heighton drifts out wide. Pettit just couldn't get the car stopped there. Well, that's a bit rude. Poor Mark Davies. He just made a great pass for second, got punted out of it. It looked like Stuart Pearson in the white G20 was coming back at him. Well, it's all Dominic Pettit, I'm afraid, here on the inside. Can't quite get the car turned, can't quite get it stopped, or Mark Davies just doesn't get the traction, and Dominic Pettit does, and as a result maybe accelerated into the back of him rather than outbraked himself. Well, Davies giving a little bump to Pettit into the S's next time round, and down behind them goes Sean Heighton. Well, this is all arms and elbows. Last lap though, Gary Sims in front of them, heading towards the checkered flag, if he can keep his nose clean. And Dominic Pettit in second place, and again Mark Davies is challenging. And will he find the grip? Well, it seems that Gary Sims won't have to deal with the back marker. His car looking a little second-hand as well. Will he care? I think he won't. He is going to win this one at the checkered flag. And in second place, it'll be Mark Davies from Dominic Pettit. Sean Heighton in the background in fourth. And Stuart Pearson in the background. He comes around the corner in fifth. Well, Thiago Calve recovered from his first lap spin to finish in sixth place in a very mixed order. G20s and G40s about even. Mark Davies, the top G40 runner, in second behind race winner Gary Sims.